Guys, this is Ali Beydoun with Century 21, Kern and Oberski, and this is week 3 of your market update. Alright, so today we're going to talk about some basic home upkeep, right? You want to sell your home, you want to maximize your profits, you got to take care of your property, make sure it's as presentable as possible to all of the potential buyers that are coming through the property, okay? And the first thing we're going to talk about is the curb appeal. Because the first thing you see when you go to a home is the curb appeal, right? You walk in, you're getting out of your car, you're stepping onto the property, you're starting to notice rubbish, you're starting to notice weeds, you're starting to notice maybe a broken window treatment, you're starting to notice things that are just out of place, and automatically before you even walk into the property, you're seeing that the value went down. So basic stuff, cut the grass, okay? Make sure that the grass is always properly maintained and trimmed, okay? Edge it if you have to. Remove all the weeds, okay? Any rubbish or debris or anything that you might see in the grass, any rocks or bricks that are out of place, remove them. Clear the pathway, right? Make you look really presentable. Window treatments, make sure they're all intact. All your blinds, your exterior, if you got any vinyl or aluminum around the windows, make sure those are intact. If they're chipping paint them. You know, costs very little to increase your profits in the property anyway, right? Second thing, you open the door, you walk into the property. What's the first thing we're gonna smell, right? Is it gonna be a good smell or a bad smell? If you just make some food, you just make some stir fry, that's not gonna be presentable to the property, okay? You gotta make sure you either have a candle, right? Ventilate the property, keep the windows cracked a little bit if you cook something for the family, you know, light up a candle, spray some air freshener. Make sure that you're bringing in the buyers and their first presentation is that it smells great in here. Second thing, the texture of the property. Like today, it's 85 degrees, it's really hot, I'm wearing a suit, I'm going into the property. The first thing I'm expecting is that it's gonna be a cool, nice breeze, it's gonna feel comfortable so I can think while I'm in this property if this is gonna be the home for me or not, right? So the texture of the property is very important. Turn up the air conditioner a little bit, it's okay. Turn it up, make sure the property's cool. If it's the winter time, make sure the property's warm and toasty. That'll really make the buyers feel good about what they're getting into. Okay, always be available. If you're putting your home up for sale, you're putting it on the market, make sure that first week, the first 7 days, you're available to show it to anybody, anytime. Sacrifice. I know some people work, some people have a hard time, you know, schedule something, come up with a plan of action with your realtor, put a lockbox in the door, make sure that the people are always, the buyers, the potential buyers are always getting into the property whenever they need to, because if they're not able to access the property, they're probably going to find another home and go there, and you're losing potential buyers, so you're losing money, and the property just sits on the market for a longer period of time, and people wonder why, okay? Now, when I go into a property, if you call me to list your home, I'm gonna walk in and I'm not gonna have any bias whatsoever. I'm gonna look at it from a buyer's perspective, okay? I'm gonna take off my realtor hat, I'm gonna step into your home, and I'm gonna look at it from a buyer's perspective. So make sure that any realtor you hire, okay? People live in the property, they've been there for years, things are in their face all the time, they get used to things. They need somebody from an extra source from the outside to come in and tell them there's something wrong here, something wrong there. You know, be open to criticism. Be open to criticism in these properties. So if I go into a property, somebody says they want to sell their home, I walk in, I tell them, hey, listen, we got to remove this, we got to remove that, we got to remove a couple things in the property to make sure that we're getting the most money possible. Declutter your property, ladies and gentlemen. Please declutter. If you got a bunch of stuff sitting on your kitchen counter that just has no purpose, remove it, right? You got to make sure you have a clear visual for the buyer. Make sure that they can walk in and they can actually visualize that, hey, I can imagine my coffee machine over there, I can imagine my dining room table over here. Declutter as much as you possibly can. These things will all make a huge difference, okay? The last thing and the most important thing, you can declutter. You can put as much air fresheners as you want in the property, right? And you can show it 24/7. If the property's not priced right, you're gonna lose money every single day. Make sure you're getting the right comps, right, in your area. Make sure you're getting somebody to price your property as legit as possible, because if you're not pricing it right, you're losing money. People are gonna come, you probably get a little bit of activity here and there. Usually people come in, they see your property on the internet, that's the first thing they see. They see the price, they see the property, and they swipe right past it to another property. Make sure you're priced right, because if you're priced right, within the first 7 days, you're gonna get more money, as opposed to if you owe 10, 15, 20,000 over the price, the market value, then you're gonna lose money every single day, and you're gonna end up less than what you would have got it for. Guys, a side note, okay, and I've been noticing this, and I feel like I have to tell all the viewers, for sale by owners, I respect you and I love you, okay? But because I love you, I have to tell you something, okay? So, according to the National Association of Realtors, okay, I'm starting to look at these numbers and I'm noticing that you're selling your home on your own, right? And in more, like 90%, 99% of the time, you're selling your home on your own to save a commission, right? From what it looks like to me, the average for sale by owner sold his home, right, in 2017, these are stats from 2017, for $190,000 on average sale price for a first sale by owner. On your own, you sold it for $190,000. When the same or similar properties were sold with a realtor, right, you're selling for $249,000, an average sale price $249,000, which means that you're getting 26% more money for your home. And what you're trying to save is 6%. So in reality, you're making 20% more money by listing with a realtor, with an agent, okay? Now, the other great thing is over 4 out of 5 for sale by owners are selling with realtors, okay? So they're obviously starting to realize that, hey, this is not working for me. I'm getting all this activity. My neighbor said this, my neighbor said that. They came and looked at the property, they got an offer, they're writing an offer. Then why haven't you sold the property yet? If you're getting this type of feedback, do yourself a favor. If it's a dire situation, you need to sell your home, call your local realtor, call somebody, an expert in the marketplace, call them to take a look at your property, value it for you, take care of the process from A to Z, right? And all you gotta do is go to the closing and collect the check, okay? Well guys, that's it for today's episode. My name is Ali Beydoun from Century 21, Kern and Oberski. If you want me to come out and give you a free comp on your home, tell you where your home is worth, give you the value, my number is 313-598-5100. See you guys next week. Take care.